Don't you love this time of the year? You know, I was just sitting around with my kids and my family yesterday listening to some Christmas music, holiday music, if you will. And a song came on that I've been listening to. I've heard, probably the first time I heard it, I was probably less than 5 years old. And it was by Andy Williams. And the song is titled Most Wonderful Time of the Year. And it always, as soon as you hear that song, the horns come on, you know, and he comes on, he's got just this fantastic voice. He's clearly upbeat. It's such a positive, wonderful, joyful song. And it couldn't help but kind of trigger a thought in my brain. And that is that December really is, in my mind, the most wonderful time of the year. It's my favorite month of the year for many reasons, both on the personal and professional front. For starters, people tend to be kinder this time of the year. I mean, other than, of course, that occasional brawl over the last parking space or the last toy on the shelf of a store. You see that type of bad behavior from time to time. But, I mean, honestly, people just seem to be happier, more joyful and kinder this time of the year. And it's just nice, isn't it? It's also wonderful looking forward to being together with family and friends over the holidays. And, you know, you may go to different school events with your kids, with their friends, their families, or, of course, events with your own family over the course of the entire month of December. Some people, I know, go to 5, 10, 15 events or more, and that's kind of fun. It sounds personally a little exhausting to me, but it's always nice to hang out with people that you really care about. Seeing the joy and anticipation in the eyes of my two young boys, our two boys, you know, are 8 and 10 years old, and this just seems to be that perfect age. And watching their eyes, watching them go through this month, the anticipation they have, the excitement they have, the buildup as you get closer and closer to the holidays, to Christmas Day for us, is about as good as it gets. I mean, I don't know what's much better than to be able to relive the wonder of a season like this through the eyes of our kids. Nothing that I can personally think of. And of course, in our household, midnight mass, Christmas Eve festivities, as well as having our entire family, big family over to join us for Christmas dinner is always something that I truly appreciate and enjoy. You know, it's a labor of love, but I thoroughly enjoy coming up with a menu, going out and shopping for everything at the grocery store that I want to make on that particular menu. I love cooking, always have. And that's a day that literally I just like being alone in the kitchen. It's just kind of a peaceful feeling where you just get to tune out the world for a minute and just focus on creating something that you hope when everybody sits down that they're going to love it, and it's going to create a lot of great memories and conversation. So that's something that also is really important to me. And of course, the act of giving. Don't get me wrong, it's always nice getting presents from somebody, but come on. There's simply no comparison to not only giving a gift, but man, when you can give a gift that has special meaning to somebody, you see their eyes light up. You see the look on their face that, how did you know that? How did you know that was important to me? Or how did you know that I love that? When you could do that for somebody you love, I think that's one of life's greatest blessings. It's funny in life, you can't give anything without getting something back. And somehow, when we give to other people, as you know, that feeling can stay with us for the rest of our lives. And as much as we love getting gifts from time to time, those things, it's funny how those things tend to fade. So these are all things that are the very highest on my priority list. But December also is a special month to me and always has been on the professional side. It is the one month that simultaneously determines how a year is going to end as well as setting the tone for how the new year is going to go. For starters, it's a great time to look backwards. It's a time to reflect on what the goals and aspirations and priorities that I may have had just 12 months ago. Did I achieve what I set out to do? What adversities was I able to overcome along the way? The many things that I'm grateful for, including people who supported me or challenged me during the course of 2024, are things that pop into my brain. I like the time also to give thanks and respect. It's going to sound maybe crazy, but I really like taking the time to give thanks and respect to the tough times that were encountered during the course of the year, to appreciate another year of health and to get ready for what's to come, whatever that might be. Because like it or not, this chapter that we call 2024 is about to come to a close, and the final score for this year is going to be revealed. We've waited all year for that moment, and it's nearly here. You know, if you've ever read a great book, you can't wait to see how the story ends. And we're about to see and experience that ourselves in the next week or two. But it's also a time, interestingly enough, to look forward. Because literally, think about this, literally moments after that last day of work wraps up, we'll be welcoming and toasting the new year, 2025, hopefully again with family and friends. And just that quickly, a new chapter will begin, the clock will start, and the new targets will be pursued. For some, they will once again simply make a New Year's resolution. Nothing wrong with that. But for me, after all this time, I know too much. Trust me, I've made plenty of New Year's resolutions in my life from the time I was very young until just probably at the last couple of decades ago. But I learned long ago the truth that not only do they not work, but the vast, vast majority of them will evaporate before January even comes to a close. Banking on a big basket of hope and external forces coming into play to make my dreams a reality, honestly, is a recipe for disappointment that I've experienced too many times. So that's definitely not a blueprint for creating a memorable and successful year by any measure in my mind. Instead, like many others I know, I subscribe to setting goals, creating the regimen to make those goals a possibility, and committing to the discipline it takes to achieve what may seem unimaginable at the time. As an aside, if you think back as you're listening to this, if you think about it, I'm willing to bet that many of the things that you have achieved to date seemed unimaginable at some point in your life. And yet, you've been able to manifest those, maybe through goal setting, hard work, perseverance, and a relentless nature. So those things were unimaginable until we believed that we were bigger than the goal, until we believed that we were bigger or stronger than anything that might get in our way in terms of obstacles, rejections, or adversity, until we believed that we could do more, that we had more in us than we had somehow in the past. No matter what, the new year is coming, and in just 12 months from now, we will repeat the same process all over again, if we're all so lucky. I say that because at my age, I turned 65 last month, and this has been true for a while. I simply take nothing for granted. I wake up grateful and excited for each and every new day that I'm given. I leave absolutely nothing on the table. Anybody who knows me, works with me, lives with me, or has known me for years knows that. I am all in, all day, every day. I'm all in, all day, every day for my family. And when I'm at work, I'm all in, all day, every day for the people that work with me and the people that I'm lucky enough to do work for as well. So no regrets, unless I come up short on my regimen, and that's just simply not an option. Because those very same people that I'm so blessed to call my family, my friends, my community, and my coworkers, they're all counting on me. And they should. Because while Santa only comes around once a year, my singular goal is to deliver every single day. So yes, December, for me, is the most wonderful time of the year, the most wonderful month of the year. And I look forward to all of it, the personal and the professional, completing one chapter while having the opportunity to start another, spending time with loved ones, celebrating being together, and celebrating with my team for another year, helping others achieve their goals. No matter how you look at December, how you celebrate the holidays, and what your goals are for the coming year, I hope that you enjoy every moment that remains this year and wish for you all the best in the coming year. Being surrounded by those you love, doing what you love to do, and getting to look forward to another year of both. Man, if that isn't holiday magic, I don't know what is. Thanks so much for taking the time to join me. Wishing you all the best for the holiday season and for the coming year of 2025. All the best. See you next time on the David Spisak Show.